Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video here we are able to successfully get by the name or by the email address, right? And here if you search it as a Grace, okay, Grace, you can see it's not successfully get this data. But if you search with inappropriate keyword which is not exist, now you can see it's now display one of the none, right? That is, I have already make it as a D none. That means here you can see I make it as a none. That means display will be as a none. So for the reasons it's not display nothing. So here I want to do, I have already take one of the div. If you remember, you can see there is a not found, and into this not found I have already created one of the div, right? That is one of the class as a not found class. So now I want to do, if it's not match, then that will be display our this part. Okay, that means this not found part that will be display. If you want to do that work, it's very easy. Simply understand how that functionality exactly working in here. So for doing this, first of all I want to do here, so here I want to do in our before this for loop. Okay, here I want to take one of the variable. I simply take one of the with this let. Okay, with this let I name it as a not found. I name it as a not found. So this not found, for the first time I make it as a true. Okay, I simply make it as a true, and then I simply copy it. That means when that will be get perfectly data, then that will be display this data, right? Here I have already checked it, and when it will be get this data, I want to do this not found, I make it as a false. Okay, so I make it as a false. I simply make it as a false. So why I'm actually making it as a false? Because that is one of the div I want to do and to load it. Okay, after this I simply add another if condition into this if condition area. Here first of all I want to do when that there have any not found. Okay, I make it as a not found. When it will be get this not found, I want to do and to load one of the documents, the same documents div that I have already created. That will be as a query selector, right? So that is a query only selector. That is a query selector, and into this position I have already created one of the class, right? I have already created one of the class. For this part you can see that is one of the div. I have already make it as a DOM element, and you can see that is actually our class name as a not found. Okay, I simply copy it, and now that will be our this not found. Okay, that means this not found class. Here I want to do and to make that is style. That will be the style, and style display, and display I want to do and to make this as a block. Okay, that means if they have no data, then that will be display as a block. So I make it as a block. Okay, I simply make it as a block, and else when it will be not get any data, then that will be display, right? And if it's get this data, then that will be as a none. Okay, so here then our this part, that means this div not should be display. If you want to not display, then that will be as a none. Okay, I simply make it as a none. So friend, that's all you have to do. I hope you get some of the idea what exactly the things I'm doing in here. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you go and now click as a refresh, and I want to do to search it. Here it's not working. It's not working. Maybe I did something wrong. Here there is a not found. There is a spelling is correct as a not found will be as a false. Not found, you can see there is spelling mistake, that will be as a true, right? So that is actually true. Now that is a not found is true, and then here I make it as a false when it will be get this data. If this not found, that is documents will be as a block rather than it will be displayed as a none. Everything is look like perfect. Now click as a save all. That is actually the issue, as I make it as a spelling mistake. Now I want to refresh it. I want to search it first of all with the grease, because yeah, you can see it's working. And now if you search anything, it will be perfectly get this data, rather than if you put inappropriate. Yes, you can see or this div is successfully loaded as a 404, no monster found. Okay, and when you just remove it, it's now become changed. That means here it's now become changed to what? It's now become changed to none. That means this 404 that will be not display. Okay, if it not match with this our data, then that will be as a block. That means in our block position, that is our not found one of the class. Here I have already called this class as a not found. That means this total div will be display. Okay, here I have created this DOM before. Now if you search it, yeah, it's perfectly working. If you make it as a something like that, which is not exist in our monster area, now you can see it's now display as a 404 and no monster found. Okay friend, I hope it's very much clear to you. So that is one of the simple project, but one of the most interactive things. And I hope every part, every line is very much clear to you. Okay, this is very easy if you understand that main core functionality, friend. As I told you before, JavaScript will be very easy to you. Make that sure you understand every concept. That is all that core concept, friend. You have to understand all that core concept. So here we successfully done one project, which is very simple one of the project, and we have done it perfectly. In our next video, I will start another session, and with this session, we'll solve another project. Okay, how can do that work step by step? I will show you everything with the live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.